Hi guys, my name is Miss Jasmine or Miss P, and we're going to be actually reading a story today with a prop. We were asked to create a prop and then also a language arts and literacy assignment, and as well as some open-ended questions. All right, so if you're ready, we're going to get started. So let me just go through what I did today. I did create animals. They are bunnies because there's rabbits in my story. This is the prop I created. You put your fingers right here, and then there's a head, a body. I did create the white part with some cotton pads, and then this is not paper. This is actually cardboard. I did cut out a cookie box. So as you can see, I did cut out ears, and then I did a head. And then I also did two of these, but we're probably just going to be using one for the story. And then our book is called Guess How Much I Love You, and this is for ages 5. This is what the cover looks like, and it's done by Sam McBratney and also illustrated by Anita Jerome. So if you guys are ready, we're going to get started. So let me get one of my hand puppets. So this is going to go. You're going to put it on your finger like so, like this, and then we're going to start reading. So the book is called Guess How Much I Love You. So Little Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. You guys can see. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms, as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down up to the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. And I love you all the way up to your toes, Big Nut Brown Hare said, swinging him up over his head. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown, bouncing up and down. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high his ears touched the branches above. That's good hopping, said Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you all across the river and over the hills, said Little Nut Brown Hare. That's a very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think about it anymore. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. I love you right up to the moon and back, and he closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown. That is very far. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him goodnight. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. The end. So for today's project, I was told to create 2 assignments, one for language and one for literacy. What I did do is create those 2 assignments. So for literacy, I picked a letter of the week, which would be R, and it does happen to coincide with the story because there's a rabbit in it. So you'd have the children write their names, the date on top, and as you can see, they do practice their letters, and then they do also get to identify the sounds too. So they would trace the capital letter R, like so, and then they would also trace the lowercase r. And when the kids are done with this assignment, they are free to color the rabbit up top. They can color the big R and then practice as well the little R. So this one is for literacy. And then I'm going to do one for language arts. I'm going to actually do this for you, or do this with you. The children are going to work on opposites, and I chose a big and small concept for them. So they get to identify big animals versus the smaller animals on the bottom. Just like the other one, you're going to have the kids write their name. And then we're going to cut this out. I'm going to do this with you on here as well. So you'd have them cut this out like so. If their cutting isn't straight, it's okay. They are working on their gross motor and their fine motor skills with cutting. So have them cut this out, and then you're gonna have them glue the appropriate letters or the animals onto the pictures. So as you can see, it looks like this, and then each individual animal can be cut out. So we got a hippo, we have a rhino, we have an elephant. So not only do they get to identify big or small, they also get to identify names of animals and letters. So for each one, you're just going to get a glue stick, and then you have scissors for your materials. Have the kids, they can glue the backs of these. This is an independent assignment that they can do on their own. They should be able to glue and cut, just as long as you supervise them. If they need assistance, you're more than welcome to help them. But this is just a fun and independent assignment that they can do pretty much on their own. So once they're done gluing these, you're going to glue each one of them on the squares, and then you can check it. So it's going to look like this. So each animal goes with the appropriated animal. Gorilla with gorilla, rhino with rhino, lion with lion, and vice versa. So that's what that assignment looks like, and this is the language arts. And then in the end, we were asked to come up with 2 open-ended questions. The questions that I came up for the children are, tell me what the rabbits like to eat. You can discuss this with them, ask them, were the rabbits eating anything in the story? And where do the bunnies, rabbits live? So this is another fun question. This was a fun project for me because I did get to be hands-on and create little props for them. These probably only took a couple minutes, but they are safe for the children to hold on to. Once you're done with the story, you can have them play with them or manipulate them how they want. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you later. Bye.